Today's topic is, are you ready to adapt AI in your business? Before adapting, we should know that AI is a necessary change. That means either today, tomorrow, after a few months, AI adaptation is required. The reason is it is going to give a lot of power to your business to help improve your business. Why it is called as a giant is because most of the AI adoption in multiple large businesses or small businesses have failed in last 1 or 2 years. And also a lot of startups in AI have failed. And there's a huge amount of losses which has happened both to the companies trying to adapt and to the company who started into AI. Now that comes to a question, why AI failed or why these things failed. So one of the reason it failed is the business requirement was not properly defined. It is like AI can't do any magic, by just adding it to the business process or into the marketing, into the sales system. It can't do any magic without a proper preparation. So you require some clear business statement, or it has to have a clear business requirement, which was missing. And the second reason is data hygiene was poor, and also not sufficient data was available, for AI to perform. Third is the risk assessment was not done properly for the output of the AI. AI outputs based on the data which is given, or based on the context, or based on the circumstantial data which has been given. If it is not given properly, there is a huge risk in the output which may lead to legal issues or many other wrong information coming out. And fourth is the cost. Cost on AI adoption is fairly high due to the infrastructure costs, the labor costs, and also the recurring costs. Overall, the cost is fairly high, before adapting any AI. So this topic we are coming to, are you ready to adapt AI in your organization? I think before getting more into this, we should know that currently we are in an agentic era. When I say agentic era, it means you have super AI agents, one in technical, one in marketing, one in product development. All three uh, discussing together and give you a good business strategy and way forward for the businesses to improve. So that is the era we are in. But whatever I'm talking is just a framework, to be ticked or to be taken care before adapting AI. It's not completely relevant to the agentic era, the way things are happening. It is more related to some hygiene and process and assessment, risk assessment, and cost. So it is based on these four pillars. I'm trying to give a framework. We can say that this video is setting the context right for the step one in preparing for adapting AI in the organization, and the more advanced topics on how to adapt the latest technology and the vector databases and stuff. We can do it in the upcoming videos. Also, I've taken four category of businesses to give little more details on how the process to be set for each category of business. For example, I've taken like say retail, BFSI, manufacturing, real estate, and healthcare. So let's start with the presentation. AI Readiness Assessment. Why AI Readiness matters? AI success requires, these are the 5 foundations which are required: business goals, data quality, process maturity, technology stack, and team readiness. What is business goal? So business goal has to be more specific. For simple example is you're having a lot of product returns, or abandoned cart is increased recently. How to solve it? So AI can help over there, because the business is there for a long time. There's a lot of data is there. AI can go and segment them. They can go and do analysis on them, and AI can give you clear idea on what to do next in such cases. Or it can, even the agentic AI can come in the picture there. It can go and speak to those customers who are abandoned cart is happening, almost like a personal manager. It can go and speak to them and understand exact what is the problem, and they can help you change the mode from abandoned to sale. Data quality, in simple words, the fuel for AI is data. Very simple, garbage in, garbage out. The data quality also is more important. The way all the data has been put together in a right format is also very critical. So that has to be taken care. Process maturity is critical. In certain cases, what happens either in a startup or when company is going through the rough phase, the processes are skipped and sales driven initiatives have been taken, then it certainly affects AI, to give you a good outcome. What has to be done during that time is at least the basic processes has to be set, which actually gives you more advantage after the process is set, to give meaningful next steps, where things are going wrong. The AI can measure and give you those data. In the technology stack, I need to mention that, for those who are new to AI, there are databases like vector databases are being used, and the semantic search has been used, where even if you have good data, the data stored is based on the meaning. Like if you put any audio or video, they are converted into meaningful sets, and each meaning is converted into numerical coordinates and put into the are stored into the vector database. They are stored in such a way that all the ones in the cluster, like say all the meaningful cluster, are put into one cluster, so that the searches based on the meaning is very fast. Semantic search is nothing but searches is based on the meaning, not on the actual keyword. So this I will cover more in detail in the upcoming videos, because this is more on what are the framework to be followed in AI adoption. When it comes to team readiness, the AI usage has been fairly good. Lot of people in corporate do know about ChatGPT and Gemini, and they use for their daily use, all their process and stuff, or maybe in manufacturing and others, they would need some guidance. They have to be prepared to start using AI. So let's go to the next slide. So coming to business goals and solutions. So one of the business goals we can set for retail is why 70% cart abandonment is happening. So you have a product which has been doing good, and suddenly the cart abandonment has been increased drastically. What AI does is it identifies the customer segment abandoned most. So it creates segment, on the same product or similar products, and not only give a personalized reminders, tells the marketing people or marketing manager what are the next things to be done, or the next steps to be taken, or where things are going wrong. So this is one of the business case, we can look at business goals. We can look at in BFSI, who may default. So what exactly does is, if the person is given a loan, it goes and reads the complete statement of all the people whom loan is given. It checks on what dates the deposits are happening, what dates the withdrawal are happening, and with respect to loan date when it is happening, all the things it calculates, and it gives you a score, whether this guy is going to be defaulter or not, also based on multiple loans he has taken. So yeah, it gives you a risk score on his income patterns and past behavior, which helps to understand who are the defaulter, take a necessary action. When it comes to manufacturing, which machine failed, predictive maintenance can be done, as AI can analyze vibration and temperature patterns, and also it can cross check globally if any data is there and how things are happening, and gives you, what is the chances of failure rate of that machine. In real estate, who are serious buyers? AI can do a scoring based on the call logs, visits, family visits, and their temperament and their sentiment and the WhatsApp chats. Based on all that, it can give you a score and tell you, okay, he's a serious buyer or not. In healthcare, who are the high risk patients? AI triage model, basically it collects all the data of patient vitals and all his reports and continuous reports on the multiple visits. Based on that, it actually predicts high risk patients. There is a lot of work is happening in this area, and there are some seriously good results also are there. But however, before adoption, lot of evidence or a lot of checks, risk assessment has to be done while using this as a business goal. Going to data readiness and solutions. So the first step is centralize the data. Whatever the data is there, first centralize it, put it together, which is very important. And then we can talk about vector data and all in the upcoming videos. Second thing is Excel plus CRMs and plus WhatsApp. So I've taken only Excel, CRM, and WhatsApp data because it contributes to most of the industries, most of the organizations. Obviously, skipped other information currently is like, on the video conference or audio calls or meta ads or performance marketing or Google ads and all that. So in this, what can be done is all the Excel data can be imported into CRM. CRM is nothing but any kind of software. There are free softwares available, or they are software which are online software which are affordable costs which are available. These are the main customer touch points are captured in Excel CRM, and the fields has to be standardized. For all the data which you're keeping together, the naming conventions like say first name, last name, email, whatever the information has to be standardized and put together. Duplicate customer entries. See, for example, you have Rahul Verma appears as Rahul V R. Verma, Rahul Varama. So, but when we actually see the mobile number and email address, mobile and email address are seen. So, this is how normally data is available in organization. If they're from more than 10, 15 years of data, this kind of data is very commonly available. These kind of things has to be solved by basic things like just converting to the first name and the last name or something. Some process has to be put to correct this deduplicate customer entries and creating a customer ID, and then mapping it. Missing fields and inconsistent formats. This is again the common problem with many organizations who are keeping their data. I think the most of the data can be filled automatically. For example, if PIN code is there, you can fill the city and state. If state is there, if the city is there, at least you can fill the state. And if based on the name, at least we can fill the gender. And year of birth is given, at least the age can be put, if not the date of birth. So some filling is possible. Wherever it is possible, it has to be filled so that data hygiene will increase in this case. Going to the next slide, let's look at process maturity and solutions. Broken processes amplify chaos. Every store handles returns differently. So there can be a scenario where you have expanded uh, the product reach across multiple cities, and under one city, things it is done in hurry. One city the return policy is different, in other city return policy is different. AI won't be able to give any insights, what to be done next for this region, for this city, why things are happening like this. So the process has to be set across all the cities. Different plants follow different quality checks. This is something similar to the earlier retail product which we discussed. Imagine quality check is different in plant A and plant B, or let's say AI will not be able to give you, we won't be able to give you any proper insights about that without a proper system of process on quality checks. In sales, in real estate, for example, imagine you have a long sales pipeline because they are expensive. It takes long time for people to convert and buy the house property. So we have two different people, one person who is doing extremely good, another person has not been good, but there is no pipeline, there is no sales pipeline. So it certainly affects to give you the futuristic idea, how to, which are the kind of people, personas are, which are the kind of segment of people who are buying, and it won't be, and what are the things to be targeted. uh, AI won't be able to give all those kind of good insights without the proper sales pipeline has been put, or process has been put. You can create templates where AI interpret notes correctly, or AI can suggest notes while you're typing. Based on that, it saves the meaning or saves the context based on the patient parameters in the complex vector database, so that tomorrow when it comes across the same pattern of patient, it knows what are the kind of diagnosis been done for this patient. Next slide is tech infrastructure and solution. So our POS is 15 years old, is a problem. Add middleware API or upgrade to cloud POS. Upgrade to cloud POS is very expensive. Depending on where the AI adoption is done, or what is your goal and what is your business growth, or thing you're looking at, you can look at either one of them. The middleware API is one thing which is commonly done to pass on all the data to the AI system. The answer to no API access to core banking is use batch data sync plus secure integration layers. So the data is passed on batches to the central server for AI to do the next things. And also the data is highly secure and it is not available for all the critical customer information is not available directly. It will be only the data which is used for analysis is available to do over there. Machines use legacy protocols. In manufacturing, this problem is common. So the solution is install IoT bridges. We have IoT bridges where it transfers the data, whatever the machine is performing stuff, into readable format and stores it into the database for AI to do the next set of analysis. When it comes to real estate and that kind of business, it so happens that WhatsApp and CRM are not connected. See, WhatsApp is the most critical sales point currently, which is the right touch point for any sales. And CRM is most critical because it has all the data. Solution is use WhatsApp Business API to connect both CRM and WhatsApp, and also we Meta, all the Meta information, social media information also can be connected to into a central system. So what happens in this? You have all the data together. It's easy to manage the customers who are responding any of the channel, like say WhatsApp or on a call or on a social media and stuff. And the HIS is closed system. Hospital Information System is closed system. Use HL7 FHIR standard connectors. It is like banking system. Use um, the standard protocols which is used in hospital management while transferring any of the patient's data, with a lot of protocols is in place in healthcare. Based on that, transfer all that into the system. So only necessity data is transferred, only those are required for analysis is transferred. Rest of the things are taken care, is kept highly secure. So next slide is people readiness and solutions. The main thing happens here is resistance to change. Staff fear automation, it is, I think, coming down already. It used to be a problem earlier, but currently it's coming down. But however, I think in tier 2, tier 3, or in industries, this problem do exist. So the way to do is conduct training, make them AI buddies. Nowadays, there are a lot of people, they use ChatGPT or Gemini as buddies. Whatever they want to ask, like you're asking a friend, they ask it to them and they get the answers, either personal or professional or in education, anything. So they actually ask it as a friend. They don't ask it for getting the knowledge or information. So I think the training has to be given more based on that perspective, making them very friendly to them. Once they become friendly, once they start getting answers they desire, then the fear of automation reduces and they start understanding, okay, so they start understanding that AI is going to help in their work. No need to fear of. So this can still happen in certain companies who are where we have a lot of senior salespeople and we have junior sales people. So senior sales people doing very well. They're doing clocking. They are doing a lot of sales. Junior is still finding it difficult. So they're not understanding. There is a lot of gap because there is no proper system. Introduce mobile first CRM. What happens is, even right from the attendance and whatever the activities they are doing, whatever they're talking, everything will be captured. Once it is captured, then it's easy for juniors to go and see the case. It actually becomes a case study for them to understand, analyze. AI can give you all kind of details, which can help junior people to go on do a better sales. So the next is doctors doubt AI triage. The solution is run controlled pilots with clear evidence. The way to do is put patients' primary issues, secondary issues, along with their parameters, vitals, and everything. Give it to the junior doctor and the AI, and see the diagnosis is same and what are the prescriptions or what are the advices to be done is same. If it is matches more than 98%, then those things has to be done as a case studies and it should be published to the senior doctors or to the whole required staff, and so that AI can start getting that people start getting confidence in the AI to adapt into their hospitals or into their system. So this is, you can take a screenshot of this. This is an easy explanation of each question and solution. So this is basically whatever I covered till now. Summarize all the things what we discussed. As I said earlier, my intent on this video is just to give a framework. What should be considered before adapting AI, what should be aware of before adapting AI. So I hope it helps you before you are taking steps on AI on your organization. Thank you.